After studying this module, you shall be able to describe the concept of price, to state the importance of pricing, to identify the objectives of the pricing, to know the various factors affecting pricing, to understand the price determination process, to evaluate various product pricing methods. Definition of price. Price is considered to be the one special element of the marketing mix because it creates sales revenue, whereas all other elements are costs. Theoretically, price is really determined by the value of the item on the sale as perceived by the interested customer. Price has different meaning for the different parties in an exchange process. For buyers, it refers to what must be given up to obtain benefits, which in the most cases is the financial consideration in exchange for acquiring access to goods or services. To sellers, price indicates the revenue generated for all the products sold. Thus, it is considered as an important factor in determining profit. Thus, determining the price of a product or service is actually one of the important management decisions. Pricing is an important task not only for the manufacturing concerns but also to service organizations such as advertising, banking, transport, insurance, electricity, entertainment, etc. and not for profit organizations like educational institutions which are interested in fixing a fair and proper fee to be charged from the students. Importance of pricing. The importance of pricing is different from different types of the market structure because each market structure has special components that affect the price plans and determination of output. From the following points, it becomes easy to understand the importance of pricing for a business. First, setting the right price. An organization must base its pricing decisions on the research, analysis, and strategic evaluation of various aspects relating to it. This is because prices set too low or too high are not good for the organization. If the prices are set too low, there are the chances that the company may lose on its probable profits that it could have earned if the target customers are willing to pay more. Similarly, the customers who are interested in the company's profit may hesitate to buy because of the high prices. Second, flexibility. Price is considered as one of the most adjustable of all marketing decisions. Unlike product, promotion and distribution decisions which may take considerable long time to change. Price can be changed very rapidly. The flexibility of the pricing decisions is particularly important in the times when the marketer seeks to quickly stimulate demand or respond to the competitor's price actions. Third, position. The price works as a representative of the business product or service to some consumers, suggesting them create a perceived value. This may affect company's brand, image or position in the marketplace. For example, higher prices tell some consumers that the company has higher quality or it would not be able to charge those prices. Other consumers who look for the low price products and services may believe that they'll get the quality they'll need at a low price. Offering sales, discounts, rebates and closeouts can send the message that the company is unable to sell your product or services at your regular price. Fourth, market share. A company uses price as a competitive tool that may affect the percentage of its market share. Some businesses lower prices temporarily to gain market share from the competitors who can't respond to and meet a price decrease. Once the consumer starts using the product and develop the brand loyalty, the company can gradually increase the prices without the fear of losing its customer and market share. Predatory pricing strategy is sometimes used by the companies by selling their product or services below cost specifically for taking market share away from the competitor or closing it down. Then raising prices on the consumer when they have fewer or no options after that the competitor is gone. Though used by some companies, but the usage of this strategy is not legal. Fifth, important tool of the sales promotion. Though pricing is used as a strong and valuable tool of marketing mix, but the company must make sure that the set prices are not adjusted too frequently. Recurrent increase and decrease in prices can lead customer to be conditioned to anticipate price reductions and consequently withhold price until the price reduction occurs again. Sixth, loss leaders. Some businesses price products or services at or below cost to get customers into their businesses, who then spend more money elsewhere. For example, restaurants offer low margin specials to offer a change of pace to regular diners to keep their normal business, or to let regular bring their friends who want upscale dishes at a moderately priced eatery. Objectives of pricing. A company may set several different objectives for itself in order to obtain a profitable business situation. These may be stated as follows. First, survival. Survival strategy is a short-run objective used by the companies which face intense competition, overcapacity or changing consumer behavior may pursue a survival strategy. As long as price exceeds variable cost and covers some fixed costs, the company can carry on. But the company must adapt and find new ways to add value and success in the long run. Second, maximize current profits. There is one common objective which is applicable to all the companies: maximizing current profits. For attaining this objective, cost and consumer demand have to be estimated for different prices and highest generating price is selected. But practically, it might not be easy to estimate demand, calculate the right price, which states that there is a profit oriented objectives, there are sales oriented objectives, and there is the status quo oriented objectives. Third is increase market share. A company may pursue an objective of increasing or maximizing market share. This is possible if a company feels it can achieve lower cost per unit and higher volumes, resulting in the growing long-term profit. Many companies set a low initial price to achieve market penetration. This strategy can be advantageous in the industries with the customers that are price sensitive. Sales and production costs fall with the production experience, and where a low price discourages the entry of the possible competitors. Fourth, achieve target rate of return. The rate of return of a company is normally measured as a proportion of its investments to its sales. In situations where the entrepreneur enjoys a franchisee or a monopolistic situation which gives them some protection over the risk, they prefer to earn a target rate of return on their investment. But in the long run, every businessman attempts to secure an adequate return on investment through price setting. Mostly, middlemen like wholesalers, retailers fix such a price of their merchandise so as to earn a particular rate of return on the sales. Fifth, skim the market. Skimming means setting high prices of the product at its initial stage of launch in the market. It is targeted to those customers who are willing to pay the high price, and then gradually lowering the price to attract the more price sensitive customers. Software producers often use this strategy. There are some consumers who are willing to pay the higher initial price, and as the sales decline, the company reduces the price for more casual users. Sixth, price stabilization. A company shall not make frequent changes in its pricing policy as it may prove detrimental for the company in the long run. So, the companies aim at the stabilization of prices and avoid any kind of the fluctuations. They do not exploit a short supply position to earn the maximum. The companies try to maintain balance by keeping the prices from rising during the good business periods and from falling during the depression periods. Thus, they take a long-term view in achieving the price stability. Seventh, follow competition objectives. Pricing is often done to meet or even prevent competition. If a company is a price leader, it is better to follow it in order to avoid the possibility of the competition. Eighth, cash flow management. Over the years, the scenario in the marketing world has changed a lot. The continuous research for the product development and decentralization distribution networks has mandated for the firms to commit huge sums of money in marketing. It has become imperative that the price objective must retain as much as the cash possible because the firm is under obligation to meet its other demands also. Cash flow management is equally important for the marketers, whether it is the case of the durable goods like electronics, consumer goods like apparel, or research and development based goods like pharmaceuticals. Ninth, product line promotion. Product line represents a group of products that are interrelated either because they satisfy similar consumer needs of the different market segments or because they satisfy different but related needs of a given market segment. While framing the product line, the marketer take a mix of the products, including even those products which are not very popular among the consumers. The basic intention of the marketer behind this is to push through all the products without any discrimination. Thus, the ultimate objective the marketer follow is to increase the overall demand of the goods. In this pricing objective, equal prices are adopted for the entire product line. 10th, product quality leadership. At times, companies which produce products of the better and higher quality as compared to their competitors often try to position themselves as the product quality leader. They charge more but convince the customer that it's worth it because of the superior product experience, reliability, or other quality related benefits. Price sensitive customers need to be convinced that the higher price is worth it in the long run. Factors affecting price determination. There are several factors that affect the pricing policy and decisions of a company. Such factors could be categorized under two groups: internal factors and external factors. Internal factors. Internal factors are those factors which are within the control of the firm to certain extent, such as company objectives, marketing mix, cost, etc. Organizational factors. Generally, the pricing decision of a firm are taken by its top management. The marketing manager's role is to assist the top management in price determination and administer the pricing within policies laid down by the top management. Pricing activities have such direct effect on the sales volume and the profit that the marketing manager cannot keep him or her aloof from the pricing policy making and strategy formulation. Marketing mix. Price is one of the important elements of the marketing mix and therefore must be coordinated with the other element such as product, promotion and distribution. In some industries, a firm may use price reduction as a marketing technique. Other may raise prices as a deliberate strategy to build a high prestige product line. Product differentiation. The price of the product depends upon the characteristics of the product. In order to attract the customers, different characteristics and benefits are added to the product, such as quality, size, color, attractive package, alternative uses, etc. Generally, the customer pay more prices for a product which is of the style, design and better package, etc. Cost of the product. Cost and price of the product are closely related. The most important factor is the cost of production. In deciding to the market a product, a firm should also try to decide what prices are realistic considering the current demand and the competition in the market. External factors. External factors are the forces outside the firm over which a business has no control. They create difficulties in determining the price of the product. Product demand. The market demand for a product or service has a big impact on pricing. Since demand is affected by the potential buyers, their capacity and willingness to pay, their preferences, etc. are taken into account while fixing the price. A firm can determine the expected price in a few test markets by trying different prices in the different markets and comparing the results with a controlled market in which price is not altered. Competition. Competition in the market is a crucial factor in the price determination. The prevailing information about what price the competitors are charging for the similar products and what possibilities lay ahead for raising or lowering prices also affect pricing. Behavior and the nature of buyers. The nature and the behavior of the consumers and the users for the purchase of the particular product or services do affect pricing, particularly if their number is large. Government rules and regulations. The regulatory pressures, anti-price rise and control measure effectively discourage companies from cornering too large a share of market and controlling prices. Price determination process. The pricing decisions must take into the account all factors affecting both demand, price and supply price. The price determination process involves the following steps. First, market segmentation. On the basis of the market opportunity analysis and assessment of the firm's strength and weaknesses, marketers try to find out specific market targets in the form of appropriate market segments. Second, estimate of demand. Marketers estimate total demand for the products. It will be based on the sales forecast, channel opinions and degree of competition in the market. Third, the market share. Marketers choose a brand image and the desired market share on the basis of the competitive reaction. Market planners must know exactly what his rivals are charging. Level of competitive pricing enables the firm to price above, below or at par, and such a decision is easier in many cases. Fourth, the marketing mix. The overall marketing strategy is based on the integrated approach to all the elements of the marketing mix. It may include product market strategy, promotion strategy, pricing strategy, distribution strategy. All elements of the marketing mix are essential to overall success of the firm. Price is the strategic element of the marketing mix as it influences the quality perception and enables product positioning. Fifth, estimate of costs. Straight cost plus pricing is not always desirable by the companies as it is not sensitive to demand. Marketers must take into account all the relevant costs as well as the price elasticity of demand whenever required through market tests. Sixth, pricing policies. Price policies provide the general framework within which managerial decisions are made on pricing. Pricing policies are guidelines to carry out pricing strategy. Pricing policy may desire to meet competition or pricing may be set above or below the competition. The companies may have fixed or flexible pricing policy which they may change to adapt themselves with the changing objectives and changing environment. Seventh, pricing strategies. Pricing policies are general guidelines for recurrent and routine issues in marketing. Strategy is a plan of action, a movement or a counter movement to adjust with the changing conditions of the marketplace. New and unanticipated developments may occur. Example, price cut by the rivals, government regulations, economic recession, fluctuation in the purchasing power of the consumers, changing in the consumer demand, and so on. Situations like these demand special attention and relevant adjustment in our pricing policies and procedures. 8. The price structure. Developing the price structure on the basis of pricing policy strategies is the final step in the price determination process. Product pricing methods. Determining prices is one of the toughest challenges that the most businesses face today, because the purchase decisions of many customers is based on many other considerations other price. The managers must understand their business model and operating costs as well as the current pricing strategies and price points in the marketplace. They must accordingly apply one or more pricing methods to specific business and market. There are three basic methods to price the product. First, cost-based pricing. Second, competition-based pricing. Third, customer-based pricing. Cost-based pricing. Cost-based pricing is where the price includes the cost of ingredients and cost of operating the business. It can be set through the following methods. Profit percentage with the product cost. In this method, a percentage of profit that the company wants to achieve is added to the cost of production in order to set the prices. This method is also known as markup pricing method. Percentage to an unknown product cost. Percentage to an unknown product cost is also commonly known as cost plus pricing. This method is very similar to markup pricing. The major difference between two methods is that both buyer and seller settle on the profit figure or percentage, accepting that the cost of production is an unknown. Price as a blend of total profit and product cost, commonly known as planned profit pricing. This method is based on per unit cost with projected output to fix the product price. Here, break-even analysis is used to calculate the planned profit pricing. Competition-based pricing. Competition-based pricing is where the prices cover costs, cost of raw material and cost of operating the business, and is comparable to the competitor's price. Thorough research needs to be conducted by the companies to understand their direct, the type of companies you compete with, as well as indirect, that is substitute companies competition. The methods used for setting prices under competition based pricing are: price the product same as the competition, also known as market pricing method. The basic aim of this method is to make the product comparable and competitive to the competitors in the market. This method is applicable only where the products are similar or of the standard quality and it is possible to know what the competitors are charging for these products. However, if the product to be priced is unique, the price shall be set on the basis of its significance. Setting price to increase customer base. This method is generally also known as market penetration pricing. This type of pricing intends to improve market share for the product or penetrate the market. The companies lower the prices to attract customers to notice your product and motivate them to make a purchase decisions. Market penetration pricing works well in the introduction stage of the product life cycle. strive for the larger market share through price. In this method, the companies need to set a price that will attract and hold as many customers as possible. This type of pricing is known as market share pricing. Market share happens when the companies sell large volume of product into a market. Customer based pricing. The companies try to find out how their customer feels about various product prices set up by the company and what they would do if the price changed. A company not only needs to know about the buying habits of its customers but also to know the attitude of the customer toward various prices or a price change. The companies take the help of the surveys to gather information that can be used for the product choice and pricing. The commonly used customer-based methods are pricing to support the product image. The key to pricing is to be consistent. It is important to set a price that reflects the product image. Prestige-oriented customers believe a higher price means higher quality, while bargain seekers will only be happy with the lower prices. Pricing to increase product sales. Many times companies lower the prices under the promotional pricing to catch the attention of the busy consumers. Methods you can use to expand customer interest may include loss leaders, product at extremely low prices, buy one get one free promotions, etc. Adopt a price range to attract different customer groups. In this method, segmentation is used to divide a market into definable groups. Rather than the pricing of one group, the companies can design a range of prices that would appeal to several or all of the groups. Pricing to increase sales volume. Volume pricing is used where sellers adopt discounted price to larger volume sales to sell more product. Generally, volume pricing is offered to large, well-established customers. This method makes sense when you have economies of scale. Bundle pricing to reduce inventory or to attract customers. This method proves very helpful in case of slow-moving inventory, which can given a boost when packaged with the group of popular items. It is targeted at bargain seekers who will be drawn to the product bundles that offers good value. Summary. This module covers the various aspects related to the prices and pricing. It discusses the importance of the pricing of any business firms as well as the objective of the firm that aim at the proper pricing decisions. Proper pricing decisions are taken after considering many factors, internal and external, that may affect the pricing process. Good product prices are important to any successful business. Pricing takes creativity, time, research, good record keeping and flexibility. The companies need to balance the cost of producing a product with the competition and perception of their target customer to select the right product price.